This is Harry Judd for Boxing Social in association with Bet. We're here in Aaron Coates. I'm joined by Liam Dynamo Taylor. First of all, how are we?
I'm good, mate. Yeah, I'm good. Tired from the training regime, but all good.
This is the business end. Obviously, it's the 8th of October. You're back out. Does training now start to quieten down, or how is it at the moment?
Just probably maintaining, doing what we've been doing for the past couple of weeks, for another week or two, and then sparring started. So yeah, just staying the same really. I'll be tired a lot.
Yeah, I've mentioned sparring. Then you've been sparring over there with Zach. He's in the gym today. Just tell me a little bit about that.
Well, no, I was sparring yesterday with Tom Raff. It was, yeah. So yeah, it's going good. We're working on obviously certain things from my next opponent. I'm sharp, so yeah, it's all good.
You're fighting Martin Hagen for the WBO silver title. It's a huge event for you, this one.
Yeah, it's a big fight to get right back up there. You know, I obviously fought Avanesyan 12 months ago, more or less to the day. I had a little warm-up fight in December just to tick over, and this is now straight back in there.
It's been a long time since the Avanesyan fight. How do you now reflect on that? Because you had some success in that fight. It was going well for you, but obviously it was unfortunately stopped. But you look at that now. How do you reflect on that one?
Yeah, listen, it was an experience. You know, I've learnt from it. Since then, you know, I've not been active this year, but I've been active in the gym. You know, I've stayed in there working on stuff. You know, mistakes I made in that fight. I've been, you know, so I've sparred Avanesyan since. I've sparred obviously Kell Brook this year. I've sparred Liam Smith. So I've been active in the gym, learning. I've improved since the Avanesyan fight. You know, I think if I would have set about him a little bit differently, even that night, it would have been a bit different. But sieves and buts. So I'm back out now to make my bang with this fight.
It is a tough fight, a durable opponent. What do you expect from this one?
Yeah, I expect, like I say, a tough fight. You know, he can punch a bit. He's quite long. You know, he's got a good jab, a good 1-2. But these are the fights you expect at this sort of level, so it's nothing that's going to faze me.
In terms of what's next, what's after that, do you expect a big end to 2022 and a big 2023? What's your plans?
To be honest, I'm just taking it like with boxing, it's so uncertain. You know, after the Avanesyan fight, I thought I was going to get opportunities, and that's not been the case. I've had to sort of look at from the management, Tom Stalker and Steve. They've got this opportunity for me. They've worked really hard behind the scenes, so it's a matter of getting this fight won, and then we'll just look what's next.
The British title fight was something that you having with Chris Jenkins again. Is that something that you'd like to look forward in the future?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think I got put. This initially was for the English title and an eliminator against Harry Scarf, but he's pulled out and vacated the belt. We tried to get someone else just for the English, so I put myself in position for the British. Couldn't really get anyone, so that's why I've gone down this route now. So I'm up for anything, any sort of title, any sort of exciting fight. I'm always up for it.
Do you really want a headline back in Manchester? Is that the big plan for you?
Yeah, of course. You know, this fight I would have loved for it to be in Manchester, but the way it works out, it's in Bolton. But you know, I can sell a lot of tickets in Manchester. People are interested in coming to watch me. So hopefully, you know, either back end of the year or early next year, I can defend this belt. You know, in Manchester. Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about the sparring with Kell Brook. Just give me a little bit of an insight in what that was like. It was
good. It was good. You know, we had good rounds, and you know, I've seen him a few times after it, just out and about. And he said, "Look," and these were his words. Said the sparring we use harder than the calm fight. You know, he said, "You know, I get on with him." You know, and he just said, "You know, he wished me all the best," and said, "You give me really hard rounds. I really struggled against you."
There is footage going around at the moment of Kell sparring. There's obviously rumours that Chris Eubank Jr., Senior's pulled Junior out of the Conor Benn fight, and everyone's looking at Kell Brook to save the day once again. You don't think so?
I'm 90% sure that probably ain't going to happen. I mean, maybe it will, but when I spoke to Kell last time, I think like he's happy in retirement. From what I got, like he'd need a lot to get out of retirement. Obviously, it's a big fight, but I don't think we'll see him fight again.
If it was to happen, hypothetically, we don't really know what's going on. I think we're going to get more information as we go along this week. But if it was to happen, how do you see that one go?
Oh, Kell Brook all day, yeah. Yeah, Kell Brook for me. I think he's too experienced, got too much ring craft. Conor's not really been tested yet at that sort of level. I know he's beat some faded champions, but it's a bit different when you're in there with someone who can punch and's got good ring IQ, and that's what Kell's got.
What did you make of that fight, first of all? Because, you know, in the welterweight division, there's so many fights out there for him. What do you think the idea behind taking that fight was for Conor?
It's got to be financial sides, isn't it? Financial gains, getting exposure. Fair play for that side of stuff, but For me, Chris Eubank was far too big for him. Would have been too experienced for him at the high level, and would have definitely won the fight easier. But you can't knock him for doing it. Would have got fined a lot of money. So money talks, and that's what I'd say.
Would you do something like that? Obviously, as a fighter yourself, someone that's got to cut weight or to make weight for a fight, it is dangerous. A lot of people are saying for Eubank Junior. Is that something which you would look into?
No, to be honest, no. I mean, I like staying professional and staying on my weight, but I wouldn't go stupid and start trying to cut ridiculous amounts or try and even put ridiculous amounts on. 147 fight, I'd probably do 154, but I wouldn't go down any lower than that. For me, it's a bit stupid. You know what I mean? The fight should have been probably Chris Eubank's natural weight. He was a bigger name in regards to what he's done in boxing, so it should have been made at that weight, I think.
Other things within boxing this week, it is Canelo and Triple G at the third fight. Just first of all, get your opinion on that one, see how that one goes.
For me, Canelo wins it more comfortable this time. So I think it's always going to be a good gel of styles, but I think with Golovkin not being as active at the top level, Canelo coming off a loss, I think Canelo wins it on points because I can't see even getting knocked out, but quite a wide point victory.
In terms of you, back with October 8th for you, is there anything different you've been working on in particular for this fight?
Not really, just constantly trying to improve on everything I do, so whether it's times I'm running, whether it's anything I'm doing, trying to improve. Little bits of defence, but again I've been working on that all year, not necessarily just for this fight. Like I say, going Spar and Avanesyan, trying to put the rights wrong, and then the Kell Brook, being in there with the experience, working on little defensive things. More my defence, trying to block shots at the right time and not necessarily getting involved in a tear-up, which obviously I like to do quite a bit. Yeah.
Is that a fight you'd like to go back to, the Avanesyan fight, to try and right the wrong?
Of course I would, yeah. I'm a fight, I've done it with Tyrone Nurse. He beat me years ago. I rematched him and beat him in 18 months' time, maybe. But obviously he's on a different path. He's rightfully, well, I hope he gets a world title fight because he definitely deserves it. I'd like to fight for the EBU again if possible, winning this fight because I think it's a good belt and something that I'm definitely capable of doing. But the Avanesyan fight, I don't think it'll ever happen, but I'd be open to it definitely.